Hello guys, welcome back to the part 2 of the APA referencing style. This is Shanlang. Now let us discuss about APA part 2 referencings. Now here I have prepared some few notes for you guys. So there are four things that we discuss in this part 2. Number one is the title page. Second, we will discuss about the abstract. Third, we will discuss about the citation. And four, we'll discuss about references. Now, these are the four major important criteria in APA referencing style. I've already discussed previously in the part one about how to modify and give page layout, formatting your words, giving your headers, so on and so forth. Okay, and for your information, your headers in the first page is different, and the second page, this is the first page, as you can see, digital ID, and it should not consist more than 50 characters, including your punctuation. And the page number should always be on the right side, okay, and header on the left side with capital letter. And second page should be a different header. That is what APA style follow. Now in the title page usually have your title, the name of your author's name, the name of yourself who's working on the paper, and the name of university, and basically the the second portion, which is at the lower end of the page, you'll consist all your credentials and your affiliations and your acknowledgement and contact information. Now that is it about title, because let us go and discuss about abstract. Now, what is an abstract? An abstract is basically a gist or a summary of your research work. It contains all the tools, the type of research method that you've undertaken, the purpose of the research implications, and it also consists a little bit about your findings. Now, abstract usually ranges from 150 words to 250 or 300, depending upon the type of research which you're doing. Then, but then again, there are different types of abstract. There are informative, there are indicative abstract, there are descriptive abstract, and critical abstract. It depending upon your paper and your guide as to what kind of abstract should you follow. Abstract is always 12 size, Times New Roman, double spaced. It should be in the top, followed by your abstract. As you can see, this abstract has got about 176 word. And keyword should be italicized. Okay, why is it keyword important? Because it will give the people who will look for information via catalog, online database, or library catalog, or through the web, that the first thing that they'll have in mind is a term. What term should I look for? Now, the term which you're giving here should be relevant to your abstract, and abstract relevant to your entire research work, be it your PhD thesis or your master's dissertation, so on, or your research paper. And the actual keyword need not be italicized, only the term keyword here. Okay, so I hope you guys understood about abstract. Let us go and discuss about citation, in-text citation. Now here I've prepared brief notes. There are two types of in-text citation: parenthetical citation and signal phrasing. Number one here and number two here. What is parenthetical citation? Something which we have give at the end of a sentence. Okay, like example, bare, comma, space, year, comma, space, p, dot, space, and then page number. Okay, in case there's no page number, you give n dot d dot. Okay, in case there is no year, okay, in case there's no year, you give n dot d dot. Okay, and if in case there's no page number, you just leave it blank. Okay, page number, paragraph number, so on and so forth. This is parenthetical citation. As you can see here, that this is the sample of parenthetical citation. Let me show you here. This is a parenthetical citation, okay, usually given at the end of a page. Now, signal phrasing. Signal phrasing is like this. It always followed with the last name of the author. Remember, in text, we always use in APA style the last name of the author followed by a year. Okay, so signal phrases is given in between a sentence or in the beginning of a sentences. Okay, following the same rules and guideline. Now, this is the example according to Barre, this year, this so and so. Now remember, this content which I am taking here, it's not my content. It's something which I have just copied paste from some website just to give you just to demonstrate to you on how to use APA referencing style. Now again, if you quote certain things, there are different guidelines. If you, for example, in APA, if you quoting something, a very long text, you'll have to get maybe a prior permission from the author. Now, if you're paraphrasing, again, there's a different style which you have to go through the APA publication manual. Now, I'll show you one thing here. And thirdly, like if you're using more than 40 words. Now, for example, this is double quotation. This is exactly the word which is taken from Dr. XYZ. Example, it's a 69 word. Now, this is more than 40 words. Now, if in case of more than 40 words, this text I have not formatted in APA. Okay, remember that. So what I can do is I'll go to paragraph, justified body text 00. Now I'll give a hanging indent. Okay, hanging indent, it gives me 1.27 centimeter, equivalent to 0.5 inches, half inches. Now spacing, I'll use APA double. Okay, now if I give like that, then this is the proper formatting for a more than 40 word which you have quoted from somebody's work. Okay, now it's important that you follow this formatting in case you're quoting a word in double quotation more than 40 words. Now that is it about in-text citation. Now again, here are rules and regulations. Use 3 to 5 author, mention or the last author name, and in the subsequent references you mention only the last name of the first author and then give et al. Now for 6th author, you have to mention only the first author's last name. And finally, a brief about the in-text citation. Now let us discuss about referencing. Now referencings, it should be centered at the top. It need not be bold. Okay, the term reference in APA need to be in the center, but it should not be bold or underlined. It should be arranged not in year-wise, but in name-wise. And in name, you know that in APA, the last name of the author came first. So a half in indentation after the first line of every references. Okay, for every piece of references you're using, you have to give half-inch indentation after the first line. Now, the journal name and the title of the research title should be italicized. Now, in references, APA encouraged the use of DOI instead of URL, because sometimes URL are uniform resource locator are not they're not they're dynamics. Okay, they keep on changing. I mean, they're not some of them are not stable, and some they have to merge from this software to that software, change their website, so on and so forth. So it's never stable. Therefore, it is encouraged to use digital object identifier, which is an identification of that particular item or object. Now this is the proper referencing style. HIJKLMNO. As you can see, this is the last name of the author and it follows alphabetical wise. Okay, from card catalog to web opaque, taken from this journal, followed by page number and then year and then journal issue volume number, and then followed by page number finally. But actually this should be in italic, not yeah, because the title and the name of a journal, because this is from DesiDoc Bulletin of Information Technology from NISCARE. I think this is taken from NISCARE website. It's a free and open source website. So yeah, guys, this is the proper referencing style, and reference should be not be underlined, it should not be bold, it should be simple as references, no biography given. Okay, so I hope you guys we have touched basically on the title page. Header here we have given, I've explained to you first header, page number, the first different page, different header number, and the second page different header number here. And we've discussed about abstract here. We've discussed about citation, in-text citation, two type, parenthetical and signal phrase. We've discussed about quotation. We've discussed about references. So thank you guys for your time, and see you soon in the next part.